Jones needs to hang it up. The only time the Cowboys are going to win anything, sniff a championship again, is when they get Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones out the building. My guy traded Micah Parsons away. In the press conference after the trade, he kept calling his ass Michael. His son, Stephen Jones, had to be like, he had to correct him, Micah. Like, what are we doing? This guy is not even, he doesn't know where he's at, and he's making these kind of moves. Straight power move, too. No football nothing about football involved in this deal. Oh, and he talking about Kenny Clark is going to be good for this defense. This defense is going to be ass. This defense is going to be the worst defense in the NFL. Jerry Jones' reputation's built off all the, dynasty teams with the Cowboys back in the day. That shit isn't happening anymore. Back in the day was like 30 years ago, before my existence. Jerry Jones, his legacy is tainted. Trading away Micah Parsons, a superstar. People want to talk about, who cares about the podcast from Micah Parsons? He made your team better. He's 26, not even in his prime yet. And you traded him away for 2 first-round picks. 2 first-round picks that will be late first-round picks. The Packers haven't had a pick in the top 10 since 2009. And they won't. The next 10 years, they'll be good because they have Micah Parsons now, locked up. And you traded him to a team that destroyed you in the playoffs the last time you were in the playoffs. And then you lost to them another year in the playoffs. So the Packers have been a team that have ended your season multiple times. And you gave them an opportunity, free run, an opportunity to go to the Super Bowl, win a championship in the next couple of years. Now with Parsons on this team, that's the one thing they needed, the pass rusher. Kenny Clark, phenomenal player, great player, but he doesn't do well on a team that's shit. On a team that's ass. He's not going to impact your team that much. He's going to be good for a Super Bowl contender. Obviously, like, he'll improve that. Like the 49ers, be a huge improvement on that team. But adding him to a team that's defense is terrible. Defense, it wasn't that good with Michael Parsons. He made it look a little better, but the defense was still 28th in some categories and stuff. Kenny Clark is not going to be a good addition on the Cowboys. Whereas Micah Parsons on the Packers, he changes everything for them. Super Bowl contenders. So Jerry Jones, this deal feels a lot like a Luka trade. People want to come up with NFL comparisons for what a Luka trade would look like in the NFL. We just seen it right now in the same city. How does this happen? Dallas fans are in shambles. That is one city I would not want to be a sports fan in right now. Cooper Flag will be nice in Dallas. They'll get that opportunity. And that's probably why Jerry Jones made this deal. Because he's probably going to end up getting Arch Manning in 2027. But current state, I mean, it just doesn't make sense with what the shit he says. None of the shit he says makes sense. Regardless, we're all in. We're trying to win. You hire a head coach that, honestly, no other teams were, running to the phones to hire him. You didn't make any moves to improve this, team in free agency. I mean, Javonte Williams, Miles Sanders at the running back position. George Pickens, great move. I love that move. The draft you had was pretty solid. But it's just, you can't be all in and trading your best fucking player on the team. The Cowboys were not going to make the playoffs with Micah Parsons. That's something I was believing in. Now, without him, this is a 5-win, 6-win team. Dak Prescott will put up MVP numbers with Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, and it won't amount to shit because his defense will give up a bunch of points. This will be worse than what the Bengals were last year. For real, this will be worse than what the Bengals were last year. They couldn't make the playoffs in the AFC. The NFC is getting better and better, so teams are going to be better. The Commanders are better than you. The Giants, as a team, defensively are better than you, and they could, make your offense have a tough day, potentially. Russell Wilson could probably throw a couple moon balls to neighbors, and they could, the Giants could probably beat the Cowboys now. So for Jerry Jones, this team, the Cowboys, it's going to be a fun week 1 matchup versus the Eagles. I'll just say that. They're going to get clapped.
Some people thought the NFC North was going to be the worst division in football this season. They thought it was going to be as bad as the NFC South.